Hello, welcome back on this new video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can get a notification whenever I upload the new content. So in this video, actually, I'm going to briefly talk about cohort analysis and how you can use Tableau, to analyze, to do a cohort analysis. So by definition here, this is Wikipedia, and when you Google it, that's the definition you will have here. Is cohort analysis, is a kind of behavior analytics, that breaks data in a data set into related groups behavior groups before analysis. So it will group your data into groups before doing any analytics. This group or cohort usually, so by cohort it means group, so it's basically cohort analysis about grouping data, right? It's about grouping data. So these data set usually share, the group share usually a common characteristics or experiences, within a defined time span. So the time is very important here, right, when you talk about cohort analysis. So the data set I'm using here is just a superstore, data sample superstore. Every single Tableau comes with this data set by default. These are publicly available data sets in Tableau that you can easily find and download. Just superstore data, and then you will be able to get the data set and follow along with this tutorial. What I'm trying to achieve here is simply trying to see, like, by cohort analysis, looking into like um, the customer IDs, right, and then the order date. So if I'm to grab here the order date and put it right here, the goal here, which is actually yearly based here, right? So this has been broken it down yearly. If I want to, I can just break it down by quarter or break the quarter by month and so on, right? So let's just keep it to yearly data set here. So the goal here is to see every single year how many customers do I have. Like when you see here a single customer here, you see this very customer right here with this ID. He made some purchases in 2014, 15, 16, and 17. And this customer as well, the same pattern, right? When you look at this customer right here, he didn't make any purchase in 2014. He started on 15th and he purchased on 16th and 17th. So when you have a customer that purchased on 2014 and he's been purchasing until 2017, it's like a loyal customer from the first view, right? And then the second customer, the same thing. The goal here, you want to see, okay, my customer that I had earlier on in 2014, how many of them were carried on in 2015? How many of them came back in 2016 to purchase? How many of them came back in 2017 to purchase? This helps me see how many loyal customers I have and my churn rate. And by churn, I mean the number of customers that actually uh, that stop doing business with me, right? And when you are tracking this down, say monthly or quarterly basis, whenever a customer is about to leave or when you are losing some customer, you can come up with some marketing strategies, to win some of them back. You may not win all of them, but you may win some of them back, with some promotion, with some discount and stuff like that, right? So that's the goal of actually doing this cohort analysis. It helps you. The same thing goes with advertising, right? So when you advertise some stuff on Facebook or YouTube, you can also see how much customer you acquire within the time frame. If the advertising took like 3 months or a whole year, you can see every single month or every single week how many new customer you acquire as well. So that's how powerful cohort analysis could be. So this is actually what I'm trying to do here, is trying to figure out how many of each of these customers, that were present in a given year came back the following year, subsequently the next 2 3 years or so on, or how many in the last month of my customer came back the following month and so on, come back the following month, the third month, the fifth month, or and so on. So this is actually basically what I'm trying to achieve here. So I'm gonna go on a new worksheet here. I'm first of all going here to create what you call a calculated field. All right. So my calculated field will be just to create a things level of detail. So I will call these things here, right? So let's call these like things here. So my things level of details here is gonna come down as the things here. So that will be just creating. And remember, when you want to create a level of detail, you come with the curly braces, and then you can put here whether you are doing fixed or a fixed level of detail, a fixed level of detail, and include or exclude, right? So this is a fixed level of detail, and what I'm going to put here, I'm going to do my fixed level of detail based off customer ID, right? So I'm going to grab my customer ID here and put it right there. Okay, and then we can put column, and then my aggregation will be based off the year order date, right? So in the year, I want to grab the minimum year of the order date. It's very important. So minimum year of order date, because remember our order date comes with the day, month, and year. So I want to grab the year of the date. So that will be order date, so right here, and then we grab that. So that's my fixed level of detail here. First of all, grab the order date, put it right here on my columns, right, and then grab my things here. Actually, this should be on dimension, and then put it right here. Okay, now the next thing I'm gonna do is a customer ID, because I want to have my customer ID on my detail, on my text, right? So what I'm going to do is to grab the customer ID and put it right here on the text. We could actually put it right here and drop it down, still the same, then put it right here. Okay, so what we want to get here is just to get a count, okay? Because over here, what we are looking for here is to get a count, right, of the customer ID. So measure, and then you come down here to count, okay? You want to count how many customers do we have every single year that comes back, and so that's your cohort analysis here. Clearly, you can see the picture is well depicted here, and then if we are interested in having the total, the row total, the column total, this is completely fine. Okay, we can just do that as well. We can go up here, analytics, we can see the total here, and then you can put the row grand total, you can put the column grand total, and then everything will be set down here. And you can see how many customers were acquired in 2014, in 2015, 16, 17, right? You can see total number of customers. Now, clearly in 2014, we have 1,993, pretty much very close to 2,000 customers. How many of these customers came back in 2015 is like 16 and 30, right? It's 1,630, and so on. How many of these customers in 2014 came back in 2016 to purchase, 1,959, and so on. So pretty much that's what I have, for this cohort analysis. If I hope this helped, thank you for watching this, and I will see you on my next video.